story. All the other extraneous events and all the other facts surrounding Pharmally talagang gives you, a moment of pause to, gives you reason to pause and say, ano ba talagang ginagawa nila dito, no? Anyway, so I have no other questions except for one, Mr. Chairman, kay Secretary Duque. Pag sinabi pa po yung DOH memorandum on suggested retail price, this is based on your document, based on the memo that you issued on April 2020. This is based on the Price Act. Tama po ba yun? Price Act, which protects consumers, no, from possible profiteers in the time of an emergency, as I understand it, no? Hindi po ba yun ang basis, Price Act? Nandyan yung yung memo nyo, it says on the basis of the Price Act and to address the emergency, we will issue this memorandum and then identified yung SRP. Tama po ba yun?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, for medicines and for medical supplies,
Yes.
this is correct, Mr. Chairman.
But this should be retail for the consumer, di ba? In other words,
Mr. Chairman, SRP is always retail, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
yes, okay. Now my question is, why did the DBMPS base the prices on SRP when they were buying in bulk? Wholesale. Hindi ba? In other words, yung kanilang basihan lagi is ito ang SRP, kaya okay lang. Kung 22, 25 actually yung SRP nung sinabi ninyo, DOH Tapos naglabas sila ng 22 pesos. Diba? Yung supplier ng almost 4 million. 4 million masks at 22 pesos ang kanilang quotation. So binase nila sa retail, hindi sa wholesale. At lahat ng negosyante, alam nila, mas mababa. Di hamak pag binilihan mo ng bulto. Hindi mo babase sa retail prices. Hindi nyo naisip yon, Mr. Kayo na nagsabi, Doc, Secretary, na all are for retail. Except that they used it, DBMPS, because you transfer the money to them, use your SRP as basis to approve wholesale prices. Di ba nalugi tayo ron?
Mr. Chairman, I would like to respectfully suggest that PSDBM also responds to that. But my position here is that the situation was really dire. The supply was scarce, if almost none, very few. Demand was really acute and overwhelming. And so it was very difficult to finally say that, ito lang yung presyo So dapat ang...
Mr. Secretary, I understand the mantra is dahil rush, etc., nagkakandara pa, pero nagkakataka rin, I hope you don't mind, na kung talagang gipit, bakit ang bilis mag-deliver? Ng advance pa, 2 million. Di ba? So parang, di ba, pagka nagkakagipitan, dapat medyo mahirap. Kaso dito, di ba? Anyway, it's just something to think about also. Where is the scarcity when they can deliver 2 million in advance, di ba? In the same day? It's just something to think about. But I think the minority leader wishes to intervene. I have no other questions at this time, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much.
Just to pursue the point of Senator Pangilinan, that also debunks the assertion, with all due respect, of COA that there was no overpricing because it is within the SRP or the suggested retail price. As Senator Pangilinan said and assessed, take note that is SRP, suggested retail price. But the bulk, that is why it should not that should not be a basis for saying that there was no overprice simply because what was bought in bulk. And in fact, 1 week, the records will show that 1 week after market, 1 week after purchases were made, if I recall correctly, at 27 pesos per piece, suddenly there was available 13 pesos per piece. That's on record. So all these things are something that is really out of the normal. And as correctly pointed out by Senator Pangilinan,